Aibowan, Vanakkam. I'm Vayoni Dimel. This is Boston Lanka News, bringing you news, views and entertainment from Boston and USA. Sri Lankan government should cooperate with Ban Ki-moon's advisory panel. Dr Imtiaz explains the reasons. Pancha Thurya, Sri Lankan drum troupe in Boston, begins their first ever concert tour in Florida. Sri Lankan government should stop blocking the work of the advisory panel appointed by the UN Secretary General in investigating the conduct of the war during the final stages of the war, according to Dr Imtiaz, adjunct professor at Temple University in Philadelphia. Dr Imtiaz thinks that if the government is genuinely interested in winning the trust of the Tamil community, it should open doors to the UN panel of advisors to come to Sri Lanka. Dr Imtiaz, you know how strong the Sri Lankan government opposes the appointment of the advisory panel by the UN Secretary General. The government is very clear that they will not give visas to the members of the UN panel to visit Sri Lanka. Why do you think government should change its stand?
I believe that there should be a global investigation. You may say UN investigation. The Tamils, both at home and abroad, have a serious doubt about what had happened in the final days of the war. If we are serious about ethnic reconciliation and peace, we should allow and support such investigations about what happened in the final days of the war, both by the LTT and the Sri Lankan forces. The Tamils would not, in my understanding, have any serious trust in the state, and Tamil extremism will win more room as long as we oppose such panel. And so I would argue that if we want to win the Tamil trust effectively and meaningfully, we should appreciate and we should encourage such investigation on the war crime. That would clear doubt in the minds of the Tamil, and also would help us to seek a peaceful solution to the ethnic conflict.
You have written an article about how Sinhalese politicians use effectively some symbols to provoke violence and to win elections. According to you, these politicians even have politicized Buddhist symbols successfully. What are these symbols that you are referring? Could you please explain?
The symbols are very important in politics, and they often help politicians to provoke the masses. The masses, when they seek a decision on politics, they often tend to come with the emotions, according to some studies. So these studies argue that when politicians effectively use those symbols, such as language, culture, national flag, or emotion, to win power, they can win votes easily. And such employment of symbols, in my understanding and theory, can generate tension between the group who share different emotions and symbols. When you have democracy in a country like Sri Lanka, where there are more than one ethnic groups, when you use symbols to win a particular ethnic group's right, and you would see kind of polarization. So that's a case in Sri Lanka, and experiences from Sri Lanka prove that when politicians employ the symbols to gain power or to win the support of the mass, it would push some ethnic groups or marginalized to lose a trust in the state. And when those people who are being marginalized, when they live in a particular ethnic group, a particular ethnic region, yes, in Sri Lanka, north and east, they would have more chances or more legitimacy to seek for independent state. So the symbols are very powerful.
Pancha Thurya, Boston-based Sri Lankan traditional drum troupe, will begin their first ever concert tour to Florida. The spiritual Sri Lankan drum and dance concerts for world peace will be held in 4 locations that includes Fat Fap Vietnamese Temple in St. Petersburg, Unity Church of Clearwater, Holy Trinity Episcopal Church in Clearwater, and Unity Church in Sarasota. I'm with Dr. Arjuna Balasurya, and he and his Pancha Thurya drum troupe, they're having their final dress rehearsal today before they go to their first tour in Florida. Arjuna, you're about to embark on your first ever tour to Florida. Could you please share with us about your feelings, emotions, when you really think about how you began this drum group and how far they have come?
Actually, it has been a very, very interesting journey. We started in 2006. The biggest challenge was to bring the drums, and today I'm very happy to say that we have been invited by different organizations in Florida to have 4 concerts during this weekend. So it has been a very, very challenging, difficult, and we had so many challenges getting the drums from Sri Lanka, because all the drums that we use are traditional Sri Lankan drums. So it was the biggest challenge. And then, of course, with the support of the Sri Lankan community in New England, it has been a tremendous support, and you will see the performers are from the Sri Lankan community, and they have been there from the very first day, learning the traditional drums, and most of the kids, they are born overseas, and they have not seen any drum performance before, and I'm very happy to say that they were able to grasp the techniques and the costumes. The Sri Lankan costumes, the traditional costumes, they are not easy to wear, they take a long time, and it has been a very, very interesting, challenging journey, but we are very happy that the performances that we have done so far have got the attention of different communities in the US.
Concludes our news edition this week. We meet you next week with another news edition of News views and entertainment from Boston and USA. Till then, goodbye.